Hi, welcome to the Female Studio and welcome to this endo yin class. All you need today is a bolster, a blanket, and some space on an empty wall. So let's start in a seated position. If you like, you can sit on the blanket or the bolster, whatever is comfortable for your hips. Make sure you will be unbothered for the next few minutes and that you feel warm and comfortable. So we start in the seat with an upright spine and the chin tucked in a little. Take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale fully through the mouth. Let's do this 2 more times just to arrive here in the practice. Breathe in through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Last time, breathe in and let go with the exhale. And just arrive here on your mat in your practice, your self-care moment. And try to fully commit to your practice to the next few minutes. There really is nowhere else to be than here on your mat, in your body. Start focusing on your breath. Recognize where you feel it the most today. Maybe it's in the belly or the chest. Maybe you feel how your shoulders rise and lower. Maybe it's on your nose, how the air enters and leaves the body there. Give yourself a minute in silence just to observe your breath. It doesn't matter when the focus shifts or drifts away. Gently and in a loving way, bring it back to your breath. Another mindful cycle of a breath here. And then you can open your eyes gently if you like, because we're gonna find a little calming down exercise for the nerves, in particular for the vagus nerve. It's the rest and digest nerve, and it's the only nerve that we can control ourselves. So we start with our hands touching behind the ear. You can press into the skin a little, and you can press down and forward a little until you reach the collarbone. Then bring the hand back up behind your ear, press and pull down until you reach the collarbone. Do this a few more times. And this is actually where the vagus nerve is located, or a part of the vagus nerve is located. And with this massaging movement, we kind of activate a part of the vagus nerve, and like that, calm down easily or a little bit more quickly. One more time on this side. And then let's change to the other side, starting behind the ear and then pushing and pulling down the hand forward till you reach the clavicle, the collarbone. So as you know, like all the nerves, they just react. Thinking of like nerves in the knee when the doctor kind of has the little slap on the knee and then the knee or the leg just flips. And this is different with the vagus nerve. You can control it either with, for example, this movement, this massage movement that we do right now, or you intensify or lengthen your exhales, focusing on the breath. And like that, also the vagus nerve is stimulated. And like that, we find a more calm state. And as us endo warriors, we need to avoid chronic stress. So whenever you feel unhealthy stress or you feel stressed out, then you can go ahead and do this exercise, and your parasympathetic nervous system will thank you. Okay, one more time on this side. And then we're gonna start with the first asana, which is a very passive child's pose. So you can grab your bolster, pull it close the long way in front of your body. You can sit on the heels, widen your knees about mat width, and then just lay your torso on top of the bolster. You can rearrange the bolster a little bit more forward or back towards you. And like that, just find your way of how you want to practice this asana. A lot of endo bellies like usually to hang through, so you shift the bolster a little bit more away from the belly, like a little bit more forward. And like that, your belly can hang through like a hammock and completely relax. And we're gonna stay like this for about 1 minute, and then you can rotate the head or the face to the other side to even out the neck. A few more breaths here. Take a deep breath into the belly, and with an exhale, you can turn the head to the other side. Maybe you want to rearrange the bolster, or maybe you can just let go and relax from the beginning, making sure your belly is very, very comfortable and relaxed. slowly come back up in a rolling movement. So vertebra by vertebra, you roll up. Take your time. And you can shift the bolster away from the mat and take your blanket, fold it together so you find a square blanket that is approximately as wide and as long as the short end of your mat. And you can place the blanket on your mat and make your way onto your belly. And the blanket should fit just on your hip flexor down the leg until it reaches approximately your knees, just to have it underneath your thighs. And you can lie on the belly and come onto your forearms with the elbows underneath your shoulders and the palms facing the mat, and the forearms parallel to each other. We're going to find a passive Sphinx pose, so you can really relax the head, relax in the shoulders, and just completely let go of your neck, your head, your torso basically. And why do we have the blanket underneath our thighs? It's because for some endo sisters, the belly is so delicate and so raw that even touching the floor in this passive Sphinx is hurtful. So we have the blanket there, so the belly can again hang through a little. If this is still painful for you, maybe you fold the blanket one more time and just make sure the blanket starts around your hip flexors. And like that, the belly can relax. I'm going to stay here for about 1.5 minutes. So make sure you are relaxed and comfortable and warm. On your next inhale, you can gently lift the head up. And with your arms and hands, push yourself back into a seat on your heels, very slowly. And in this kneeling position, let's give our spine a moment to neutralize after this gentle back bend. Explore your body and how it feels, especially your lower abdomen, where your uterus is, your belly. How does your body feel today? How does it feel now? You can then slowly grab the blanket and fold it once more, maybe twice. You will see in a second what we use it for. We're gonna find ourselves on the back with the legs up the wall towards the ceiling. So I'm gonna show here. We're gonna have our tailbone on the blanket. So you put the blankets to the wall with like no distance between the wall and the blanket. And you can sit next to the blanket and like that roll onto the blanket with the tailbone and then extend the legs up alongside the wall towards the ceiling. So do this mindfully, not to interrupt our calm state of our minds, and just try out how many times you want to fold the blanket in order to feel the most comfortable for you. You can have the arms alongside the body, or you can have the hands on top of your lower belly. And like that, exchanging some warmth between the hands and your uterus, your ovaries, the pelvic floor area. Reversing the blood flow also helps to calm down. It's also an amazing exercise to do before sleep. It's also easy to do it in bed right before sleep. I'm gonna stay here for about 1 minute. A few more breaths in this pose. Gently breathe in, and with an exhale you can bend the legs, the feet on the wall, and roll over to one side. 1 or 2 breaths there. And you can find your way back onto your mats, lying on the back. And you can find Savasana, but with the palms on your lower belly. Make sure you are warm, so maybe you want to cover yourself with a blanket. If you want, so please do it mindfully. Do not lose your calmness. And when you've found the perfect Shavasana with the hands on the belly, shift your focus there where your hands are. And breathe in this softness that we've just created and this lightness. Breathe it in into your hands, into your lower belly. And with every exhale, try to release whatever might be uncomfortable in this area. Sometimes it's pain, sometimes it's frustration, or just something that comes to your mind that doesn't serve you very much. So we breathe in this lightness and this softness, and we exhale negativity. We let it go. Breathing in positivity into this area and letting go what doesn't serve us. And do this a few times on your own. If you like, you can leave your hands there or have them alongside the body with the palms facing up for quote-unquote classic Savasana. So we're going to find Savasana for about 3 minutes. I'm going to guide you out afterwards. If you crave a longer Savasana, just hit pause and enjoy a Savasana as long as you want. I really recommend to not skip it. It's an integral part of yoga, and especially endo yoga. So let everything go and relax and enjoy. Take a deep breath in And exhale fully. And start moving your body in a gentle way. Tiny movement that eventually gets bigger and bigger. Maybe you even find yourself in a whole body stretch with the arms overhead. Eventually, you can move to one side of the body and pull the knees in, get them close to your core, to your heart. And when you're ready, you can slowly push yourself up into a seat with the palms touching in front of your heart and the thumbs touching your sternum. Thanking yourself, your body, your commitment to this practice. And placing the thumbs to your forehead. And together we bow down our heads in sad gratitude. And thank you so much for joining. I hope you are relaxed and comfy and that you have a lovely day or evening ahead. I hope to see you soon again here at the Female Studio. Bye.